driving for 24 hours because the glue's going to go off. How's the glue the turbo on? Got a bit of busting. What do they mean glue?
The eggs coming out, I imagine. Cool.
Colour coded. As long as it's colour coded, I don't care. Victim of fash, me.
You wouldn't think so, judging by that shirt.
Are they going to take your bag?
I said you could tell you're a follower of fashion with that shirt.
Is that your Vietnam boots?
Yep.
You've ridden the Himalayan before, Mike?
That's the only bike I've ridden since September last year.
Oh, wow.
I am so concerned about this handlebar.
We can ask him. Okay, quick little intro to a Morocco tour. I'm just running. Bit of a recce really, just to see how it goes. I've got a longer tour coming down to Morocco in November, and I want to do a bit of riding in some of the regions I'll be riding on that group. That's bringing people's own bikes down. We're shipping into Malaga and crossing into Morocco, and then riding down and riding back up. The reason for shipping down is so that we can do a 2-week tour and have plenty of that time in Morocco, as opposed to riding down through Spain and stuff, because I personally don't have enough to do like a 20 days tour, which I think you need to do it properly down through Spain. And so I've come out with a couple of customers, regular customers, and also some people who help guide with me and stuff. And we've just rented these bikes, these Himalayans, 50 if anybody interested. They seem to work out about 50 quid a day. I've got these from Ride 2 Atlas, a chap called Mehdi, seems a good guy, bikes seem good, and obviously the 411s are a great bike for Morocco. So we're going to head south. We're going to do the Tizian test. My pronunciations are going to be terrible. Tizian test today. We're actually going to stay up there. It took a little bit longer to get the bikes sorted this morning than I thought, so I'm glad I didn't book anything too ambitious. I find, first day 100 miles, if you're picking up a bike and stuff, is a good distance. Just lets you get used to stuff without being stressed, having to rush. You don't want to be riding into darkness. Darkness is about 6:30, so we should get there. It's about 12 o'clock now, 4-hour ride, so with stops and a tea break, probably 5 o'clock, so nothing too stressful. And so then we're going to head to the coast, and then I've got some heavy luggage on. Head to the coast, and then we're going to head east towards Mazuga. Whether we get to Mazuga or not, I'm not entirely sure. It's a bit of a flexible plan, and just the idea is, for me, I want to open up a bit of more of a winter season so I can spread out my year. India was good for that, and obviously Morocco, and I think the whole fly ride it's just a good way of getting a maximum adventure in minimum amount of time. We're just doing Saturday to Saturday, and so Friday to the following Saturday, and let's make sure everything's alright. Everyone alright? Okay, so it's like it's 8 day rental, which means people can come out. It's not taking a lot of time out of their lives. It's a funny little place. We're on the outskirts of Marrakech, just north of the airport. Oh fuck, wrong way. I'm on the right side. I'm on the oh Jesus, sorry, I'm that busy focusing on schoolboy over there. See how easy it can happen, eh? I'm busy distracted. I'm thinking about the route. Where am I going? I'm on the wrong bloody side of the road, eh? It's not very good, is it? Shall I edit that out, or shall I just show you what a numpty I am? I'll leave it in. You probably already know. We're on the right side of the road.
That way, the secret's safe for me.
Yeah. So I'm just recording. Yeah, what a look at them wellies. Look at them wellies. That chap's got on. Okay, where are we going? How does this work? Yeah, we're going. Oh, God, crikey. It's not quite India, I've got to be honest. It's not quite India. If I'm honest, my brain is not really with it, and that's always the danger on you. If your brain's not with it and you fly into a place like this, you got to be on your A game. Got to switch that brain on. Oh, so there's a lot happening. For me to just set off on the wrong side of the road. Experienced traveller, didn't even pay it a second thought till you get hit by the oncoming car. But nice and steady. It's a clean, calm place, this part of Morocco, on the outskirts of Marrakech. Got to say, to draw an immediate comparison to India, it seems a little bit more orderly, a little bit more calm. So for anybody who's looking to embark on a overseas, let's call it a more adventurous destination, and they're looking at either Morocco or India, I would say the difference is quite big in terms of the pace of traffic, the ferocity of traffic and everything else, and it's far less intimidating here than it is in India. So that's just my quick initial thoughts on that subject. I'm just going to wait for the others. I've lost the guys. Okay. So that's it. A quick introduction to Morocco with some horrendous driving examples caught on camera. And I think I'm looking forward to this. It's just a little bit trepidatious, and I think it's always the thing to be said, isn't it? You're setting off in a new country on a new adventure, so it's all right to be nervous. You know, nothing wrong with that. Absolutely perfect. Because let's be honest, there's a lot to go wrong. There's a lot to go right, and it's you're stepping out into a little bit of an unknown. So as I say, don't be nervous about being nervous. Completely. All part of it. Try and take it in. Try and not let the nervousness carry through all the way through the trip, or you probably won't enjoy it that much, and before you know it, you'll be back home thinking, I wish I'd have relaxed a little bit. Interesting discussion. I'm going to put it on camera, why not? The rental company insisted on 22 psi in this front tyre, and I have to say, it's not a good psi. I tried to tell him that no, 26 or 28 would be better, but he was like insistent, and yeah, I'm going to be honest, it feels there's a dullness, a heaviness around this front end, and I would say never be blasé about checking over the bikes of a rental company, because I've now I've done flybys thinking about it in America, India and Morocco, and on each of one of those trips there's been an issue where we've had to ask for a change of normally a tyre. In all locations. In India we had to have some tyres changed. Here we had to send a bike back with a bolt front tyre. America we had to send a bike back in R18 with a bolt front tyre. I'm not saying rental companies aren't legitimate or scrupulous, but they're obviously running a business, and sometimes they stretch the realms of legality and safety. Not intentionally, but it's just the way it is. So it's your job to safeguard against that and say, no, wait a minute, I would like a new tyre on that. Probably the best way of avoiding that is arriving a day before pickup and asking to go and see the bike, because once they've dropped it off, it can be difficult to convince them to do anything. You know, we're a bit different because we've got a lot of bikes, therefore I'm a good customer, therefore they might like to do something. But if you turn up and you're just a person of one, who knows what they're going to say to you if you say I need a new tyre. Because actually even on here I said, that tyre's worn. He said, no, that's good, that. And I'm thinking, no, it's not. No, I've ridden enough bikes to know what's a good tyre or not. That is not a good tyre. So yeah, like I say, be on guard, because it's your life at the end of the day. You know, it's your safety. So yeah, traffic. Am I going to push? Yeah, let's go. Got a nice manageable group, 8 bikes, not terrible at all. I'm going to go straight on here, and I'll leave you to it. I'll see you in the mountains. Alright, cheers. Good, isn't it? Good road. Nice road.
I was saying to Julian, it delivers.
like being in India, but 2 hours out of Marrakech. So I said it's like being in India, but 2 hours out of Marrakech. We've got steep. Oh my word, that is steep. We've got steep drops. We've got dust. We've got lorries. We've got single track roads. Well, it's all very exciting, isn't it? They're all very exciting. I ain't getting past too many times soon, am I? It is alright though. No rush. Chug, chug, chug. A bit dusty. I should really back off, shouldn't I? No, it's nice to be here, nice to see it. I'll say first time to Morocco, bit of a recce for me. Let's just suss things out, get a feel for it. Mentioned in a video the other day just about riding around the world now, really. And now really it's just riding a bike a long way. And it kind of is, and so when you come into a different country, it's just like riding a bike, but just with a different flavour to it, different way things work, whether it's road, culture, ways of getting food, or where the cafes are, and just basic stuff really. Here there seems to be a lot of police, a lot of roadblocks, speed checks. Obviously got to watch out for that. But it's just riding a bike, and so coming into Morocco, it's just useful to find out what it's like riding a bike here and how it's different. So it's actually more calm. I think, so for a novice rider, more calm than India. Let's say. Oh, it's a tea, is there?
Yeah, afternoon tea.
How did you find that?
There's a wee shop over there as well. Oh, we saw the GS.
A bloody magnet. Hello.
Yeah. Welcome to Starbucks. Alright, yes, good
That's serving food, are they?
Call to prayer where we were staying at 4 o'clock. It was very nice. It was 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock the day before. It was actually very nice. It was like sung, wasn't it? Like in a sung voice. In London, or your cousin?
What?
Your friend or your cousin is in London?
London, yeah.
Where?
I'm not in Liverpool.
And Liverpool?
Liverpool, yeah.
Okay. Do you mind if I take a photo? Can I take photos?
Hey, that's not an omelette. That's
I don't know what it is, but it looks fantastic. That is
It
amazing.
did say it was a
That is a
omelette.
protein fill-up right there.
Yummy.
Good into selling. I think we'll have to wait and they'll catch up.
Okay.
It is blinding us. Wow, look at that view then. Wow, you alright, Dave? Round the back. Oh wow, there's the road. That was interesting. Not up here. Oh, I can see again. Everything alright? Okay, just a quick little end of day video, day one in Morocco on a little recce, all those Himalayans there, 8 of us. I tell you what, it's a fantastic first day's ride out of Marrakech, heading south on the Tizian Test Pass, which tomorrow is, that's a pass there, if you can see it. So it's good tarmac on the way up, largely, a lot of tarmac. We stayed at this like restaurant, so there's a restaurant there, and then like a hostel there. Really, it's actually quite cool inside. I quite like this type of place, you know, thick blankets, dark wood furniture, that sort of place. And so tomorrow we go down that pass there, which looks unmade at the minute. 2,100 meters we're at, about 7,000 or 8,000 feet or whatever, so it's a bit cold. I've got to be honest, you wouldn't want to be doing this any earlier in the season. It could be very cold up here. Interesting coming through this area. It sounded like when we stopped in the last village, it's along here where they had a lot of earthquakes in 2022 and 2023 apparently. A chap was suggesting, I don't know if we got the figures, we heard the figures correctly, that there was 4,000 people died along that valley or in that village. Probably not in the village, but along the valley. But yeah, a lot of devastation, and obviously signs of it in the buildings and things. So it's just a reminder that, you know, we're on holiday enjoying ourselves, we're riding motorcycles. We've spent ages talking about which bike or which kit or which helmet, and then you come into places which are surviving, you know, have suffered death and trauma, and you know, living day to day, and we're jollying along on our Himalayan. So you know, it adds a little bit of perspective, really, and a sense of gratitude that we can enjoy these kind of adventures, whilst a lot of people just don't have this luxury, and that's exactly what it is. It's luxury, and we are looking forward to tomorrow, heading to the coast, and then east from there. So really, like I say, just a roaming recce of Morocco to see how distances work, places work, bikes work, etc. So day one so good, so far so good. I'll show you this place. In the dungeon door. We're currently trying to figure out how we can gas ourselves in the night. Ben, you alright? Have we got it working?
I think that one's empty.
That one's empty. Yeah, so if you never hear from us again, because we've been paraffinated or whatever it is. So nice enough rooms, plenty enough place, great prices. Got to be honest, the further you come away from Marrakech, the better it gets. So yeah, cool. All right, cheers.